So hi everyone, welcome to the course, and today we will be continuing with our JavaScript. So let's understand how you can create any file and what are variables. So I have already created one folder of JavaScript. In that I have given a name intro, but remember that your extension is going to be .js always. Okay, so first of all, how we can print anything in our editor. Let's see. So for printing anything, there is console.log. Okay, this is the method for printing anything. So if I will write, so why I am using double quotes, it's mean that I want to write over here string, and I will tell you what are strings. Just see that I'm writing my name. I hope you guys have already installed Node.js. Because you have not installed Node.js, your JavaScript won't be running over here. Okay, so there are two things. You can open the terminal or you can just click on this. Okay, so you will see it is printed over here in the terminal. See, here it is. But what I want to do is, see, just create a file called intro.html and open your normal code snippet. I am renaming this as a JavaScript. So in the body you can write let's learn JavaScript. Okay, so the next thing I am going to do is I'll open it with the live server. Open it. Here it is, the simple content written over it. Now what I want to do is, where I need to include the script, whether you will be including it at the top like you used to link up your CSS file, but JavaScript will always be included below the body part or inside the body part. Why? There is some reason, because JavaScript is the scripting language, so it is going to be a heavier. So it's a client side language. Okay, so anything which is executing on the client side, which is visible to the client, is a JavaScript, right? So whenever you want to open it, you can. Let's see how. But how you will include it? For that you need to write over here script, and in script you have to include the source. Source means the name of the file. So put over here intro.js. Okay, so now this file is linked with your HTML. So if you write console.log, that means something should be printed in the console. So let's go back to this, refresh it, inspect it, and go to console. Check here, something is written, which is my name. Okay, why? Because you have linked the file. If you will comment this out, you will see that nothing is there in here. Okay, so when you link the file, that means whatever you will be writing over here, that will be visible in your browsers. Okay, so there is something called variable. So let's understand that. Variables. Okay. So what are variables? Variables are nothing. You know that every computer is having one memory. A block of code is assigned. In that, if I'm saying, so let is the keyword which is used to create any variable. Okay, so let is a keyword. It's just a normal keyword. You have to use it. So there are two more keywords to create any variable, which is var and cons. So that I will be explaining you later. Let's focus here first. So let's suppose I have taken a variable name. Okay, you can take any name. I'm just saying normal name, or you can just say my name. Okay, so that means you have only declared a variable. That means you have created a block in the memory, okay, but that block is empty. But that block is my name. Whenever I will be calling this my name, that value will come. But right now there is nothing inside the box. So let's put some value inside the box. So now my name, which is a container, is containing value 10. So now let's print this. I want to see what is inside the box, what is inside this variable. So I need to print it. I will just write over here. That means I want to print this variable. I will use the same name. It's similar to like that if I am remembering any value in my brain, and next time if I want to call it, my brain will give it a signal that yeah, this is the value. So similarly, I need to call it when I want to print it. So I called it my name. So 10 will be the value which will be coming like this. So see, go back, see over here, 10 is there on your console. Why we are not printing over here? Because that will be done with the help of DOM, and we are not checking DOM right now. We are just focusing on our variables. Okay, you can see this. Now next is, what if I will put 5 over here? So 5 will be printed over here, and if I will write my name, it will simply print my name. Okay, so this is your variable. Now you are defining a variable. That means in the memory there must be a block, and that block name is my name, which is containing a value called Kajal. Okay, so this was your let variable. Now you have understood that what is variable. So we'll move forward. Let's create one more variable, let course. So course is your front end, right? So now the front end, I am not printing this, so I need to call this course. So console.log course. See, front end is now on the console. So this is your variables. Okay. Now let's come to data types. What are data types in JavaScript? So you have seen right now that sometime I was writing number, sometime I was writing a string, I was writing a name. So there are different types of data types which are available in JavaScript. So let's see what it is. It is a different kind of way to define any data. So let's suppose I have written a variable let value. So there are different types of data types. Let's put it one by one. One is n, 2n, okay, where 1n stands for number, 1 stands for number, and the second one is your null. Okay, then there are 2s, that means your string and symbol. And there is 2b's, that means your boolean and begin. Okay, now there is something called undefined, which is U. One U stands for undefined. So these are your total 7 types of data types which you use. So now let's understand all these one by one. I'm starting with the number. So let value is equals to 5, and I want to print this value. So what it will give me? 5. So now let's suppose if I'm writing 55.768, so what I will get? Exact value. So that means there is nothing called integer, float in JavaScript. There is only one data type which is known as numbers. Whether you are putting it a decimal number or it is an integer, all is going to be your same, treated as number. Okay. So now let's come to another number. This was your integer, your number, sorry. Okay, and we'll comment it out one by one. So now let's see what is begin. So let's value to be 5678. I'm writing something like this, okay, and if you'll see, the same number is printing. What if I'll add some more numbers to this? Okay, I added this. Now see, this exact value is printing over here, but you'll see something over is there. Even if I'm writing, now it is coming as 5 point something in exponential. That means this value is 2 raised to the power 53. Okay, so whenever we have some larger value like this, always the data type of the number changes to big int. Big int means you need to put n in the end if you want to see the exact number. So see, now you will have the exact number, but this n will always be there at the end just to show that the data type is big int. Okay. Now let's come to string, the another data type. So according to you, what are strings? If I'll ask you, your name is a string. Let's suppose your name is Raghav. That is a string. My name is Kajal. That is a string. So collection of character is known as string. Anything which is written in double quotes over here in JavaScript is your string. Anything which is written in single quotes is also a string. So in JavaScript, there are total 3 ways to define any string. Let's see them one by one. So let quotes is equals to friend end. Okay, so you have written something called friend end, as I showed you, console.log course. This will be printed as string. Okay, and if you are writing the same thing in single quotes, still it is a string. Okay, but if you are writing in literals like this, still it is a string. But literal is little different from other two quotes. Okay, so how it is different, let me just show you. Let's see that I want to print something in the console together. Let's suppose I have written let name is Suryash. So I want this exact variable to be here. So what I will do is I'll use literals. So my name is, this all will remain same, but inside this I will use dollar and curly braces. I'm just showing you how it is working and where it is wrong. So if you will write name over here, see there is a stroke of cutting the name. Why it is there, that also I am going to tell you. But look over here, my name is Suryash. It is perfectly printed. Why it is giving me this error? Because name is deprecated. Name is taken as your keyword in JavaScript now. So you can't put name over here. You can add any variable in front of in any letters in front of it. Let's suppose your first name you have written. Okay, and now you can go with your first name. See, that stroke is also not there. Now, if you want to write anything over here like Raghav, so Raghav will be printed. So similarly, you can change your name, that will be printed. So for example, over here, you are taking one more variable and you are putting age is 26. Okay. So how you want Raghav, it should also be displayed over it. So how you will do that? You will write my name is your name and age is, now again put $sign, your curly braces and put a variable. So it will be printed like my name is Raghav and age is 26. So I hope you are understanding what are strings. Okay. So that's all for your this data types. Rest we will continuing with the next lecture. Thank you so much everyone.